Chatting with Cass Allen. Chatting with Cass Allen. Thank you for joining us today for Chatting with Cass Allen. I'm absolutely excited to be here with you. I'm excited every day. Just waking up, I start smiling like it's Christmas Day, just opening my eyes. And I always thank the Most High for blessing me with another day because don't have to wake up. So on that note, we're going to go into the show. Today, the topic is cheaters. And as we always do, we're going to set the conditions, the scope, context, whatever words you want to use for the discussion. And this discussion, we're talking about cheaters, not as in a cheetah, as in a running animal. We're talking about cheaters, as in people who act dishonestly to gain certain advantages over situations or to be in a situation they wouldn't be in if they would not be dishonest. And I know y'all understand where I'm going with this. A lot of people think that cheating is about cheating on your mate, that it's about having an affair, that type of betrayal. But cheating has so many definitions. We have to stop getting so fixated on deciding to use words one way and in one context, especially when we're using those words to cheat even farther and be slick. Of course, you can cheat with people. People do that all the time, but you can also cheat with anything. You can cheat with drugs. You can cheat with money. You can cheat with a friendship. You can cheat in your head. You can cheat a person out of time. You can cheat a person out of the truth. There's so many ways we could go with this. We when we cheat in any of those scenarios, in any scenario, we're taking a person's opportunity to engage with us based on facts. We're creating smoke and mirror. We're creating an illusion so that we can manipulate a situation because we believe our truth will alter the conditions in a way that's not necessarily favorable, or else why the hell are we cheated in the first place and not being transparent? Okay. We can also talk about once a cheater, always a cheater, which I'm sure many of you heard. We can talk about that from the context of cheating and replace that word with anything to test that principle, if that is what it indeed is, since it's been carried forward for so many generations. Sometime earlier, I put a post up from Steve Maraboli. You didn't just cheat on me, you cheated on us. You didn't just break my heart, you broke our future. We're also going to talk about cheating from the standpoint of the consequences. And we'll be right back. Thank you for joining us for this episode of Chatting with Cass Allen. Today we're talking about cheaters from many perspectives. I opened up the show by going through a list of different ways that people can cheat, and Lord, we know we can add on to that list so many different things because people cheat in so many situations, but they don't call it that. Anything you're doing to gain an advantage is cheating, whether you're cheating a person out of time, whatever it is, you're cheating them out of. We go to cheating with people. Um, Lord knows that topic's been flipped all over the place. There's so many people out here who cheat, who lie. It's just so common and it's so natural. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, you don't even care about anything except your own reality and how you can puppeteer the world to get what you want, regardless of the truths and transparencies of life. There's no regard with some of you. Um, I can remember when I was 16 years old. This is my cheating story. I had a girlfriend, and there was another girl who liked me, and eventually I kissed her. But I had a girlfriend, and my girlfriend asked me at some point about this situation, and I denied that I'd kissed this girl. And this girl was standing right next to me, and this girl corrected me and let my girlfriend know that I had indeed kissed her. Um, People always ask me, have I ever cheated on a woman? And I always say no. And I'm telling the truth because we were 16, 15 years old. Um, but technically, I guess I did cheat on a woman because this woman was older than me and she was over 18. So I guess in having this conversation with my audience, I'll modify my answer and say, yes, I did cheat on a woman. And did I sleep with this woman? No, this young girl as myself. Like I said, we were still in our teens. No, I didn't, but I kissed her and I lied about it. So I cheated my girlfriend out of the opportunity to know the truth. It's just that fucking simple, and all you pigheads do it all the time. Y'all lie. Why did I lie? I lied because I first of all, my girlfriend was older than me. I wasn't trying to fuck with her like that because I ain't had a maturity. I didn't know what could come from the truth except maybe me getting my ass beat somehow, even if it was just with words. I was a little, uncertain excuse me, of the outcome. So I chose to lie instead of saying, yeah, I kissed her, so what? Which probably would have pissed her off, but it might have turned on too, because I would have been in my truth. You understand me? But I didn't. And luckily, because of my age, the ramifications were very light. We just broke up. She liked my girlfriend, liked someone else anyway, and she was pretending to me that they weren't just friends, and I knew they had attraction because I could see it. So, she was cheating me out of that as well. The opportunity to know the truth because I had also asked her about the situation with that one. Y'all know where I'm going with this. At the end of the day, all the cheating, you still end up without the person. Maybe not always, because Lord knows I've heard some stories about people who've done some cheating and done some backflips and some freaking Olympic gymnastics to keep their cheating under wraps. Um, I personally think cheating is horrible. Any situation I've been in my life in a relationship, excuse me, I've always expressed myself, my unhappiness with events. I don't go around and sleep around for several reasons. First of all, I'm not trying to remember who I'm fucking. Second of all, I'm not trying to fucking chase people down if I end up with some shit. Because even with all the fucking preventative stuff in the world, you could slip into some shit. I could tell y'all some stories, but I won't. They're horrifying about the things people have done to hide their infidelities when they and counting STDs and the like, honey, so that their partners don't know that they're cheating. I personally, my personality, do what the fuck y'all want to do. I don't have time for it. I don't have the energy. I don't have the memory to keep up with the lies, the stories. I can't remember my passwords from one week to the next. There's no way I'm going to remember all that other shit that comes with cheating. You feel me? I don't I know what it's like to date multiple people at the same time in transparency. In transparency, with all of them knowing about each other, and that became a fucking headache. You hear me? So I can't imagine what it would be like to do this in secrecy. And then that day comes, as it normally does, where everything's get revealed, right? And then what? Cheating. A lot of times cheating gets you in the situations where you end up with zero. You're trying to juggle one and one, you end up with zero. Sometimes if you tell one about one, you end up with two. Let's get off the people and let's switch to the the various things that we can cheat with. We can cheat with drugs, You pretend that you're not doing drugs, but you are. You're spending money on things you shouldn't be spending it on. You're cheating your environment out of things you could be having that you might not have because you've chosen to spend your money elsewhere. You begin to lie to cover up how you spent your money because you don't want anybody to know you're doing drugs. So now you have to account for your money in other ways. You're cheating. You're cheating. You're cheating. Cheat with money, as I just said. You now using your money as a cover up for your drugs, or you're hiding your money. I've been in situations like that, and I'm sure many of you have. Where you believe things to be one way and you find out they're another because someone's been cheating with the money. I've seen it happen to people where they end up completely deficit because their partner was hiding the money, or they break up and the partner takes everything out of the bank. There's so many ways to cheat with money. The stories are endless. You can cheat in a friendship. We all know that round. You think somebody is your friend who is not your friend. Someone's cheating you and you investing yourself into that person, and they're slandering you or creating libel or slaughtering your name or telling your business or lying on you or jealous of you, or so many things that people do as they stand there beside you in the cloak of the lamb with the wolf underneath. We'll be right back. Thank you for joining us for Chatting with Cass Allen. Today we're talking about cheaters. And we've been in the throes of talking about cheating in a friendship right now, which so many people do as well. So cavalierly, people smile in your face and act like they mean you well, but they don't. As soon as you're out of the room, they're talking about you, they're laughing about you, they're making fun at you. You can feel people's energy. You know, we'll talk about that a little later, but you can feel people's energy even in the cheats. You can feel when something's not right. Um, you can cheat in your mind. You're in the room, and let's use a mate as an example. You're laying next to your mate in the bed, and all eyes on your mate, but your mate got all brain cells on somebody else in their head. They're not even there with you. They're not even paying attention to what's going on in the environment, but they're smiling, trying to pretend they're present, but they're not because they're laying there hungering for someone else. They're cheating you out of time. Laying there, you waiting to have a romance with somebody who's having a romance with somebody in their fucking head. You got a virtual hologram romance. Somebody is laying in your bed right now with you and your mate in your mate's head while you laying on the other side of the bed wondering what's up. That's cheating too. These people be like, I ain't cheating on you. And you be like, nah, nigga, you cheating on me more than the person that's cheating physically, at least going for a half an hour. You in your fucking head all day. Y'all know what I'm saying here? Okay. You cheat people out of time in so many ways in every one of these situations. You cheat people out of time that they could be spending somewhere else in a situation where there's truth. You cheat people out of truth when you do these things. When you're cheating on a person and telling them they're the only one, you're cheating them out of time because they're spending time invested in your ass that they shouldn't based on what you said. They may still want to be with you, but things might be a little different. They might get them a little plaything too. Once they find out you're not there 100%, maybe they don't want to be there 100% either. So you're not giving that person the opportunity to be in an open relationship with you. You want to be open, but you want the other person to be closed. You feel me? You want my time to be all on you, but you want your time split across motherfuckers. Y'all gotta stop the shit. This is the cheaters. I'm talking about it today. We'll be right back. Thank you for joining us for Chatting with Cass Allen. Today we've been talking about cheaters. For all of you who are just joining us, we've been talking about cheaters in the context of being dishonest in order to gain an advantage in a situation. You know, as I said at the beginning of the show, a lot of people think about cheating as in, oh, I went and I had sex with XYZ. Nah, hunty, you can cheat in so many ways, and a lot of people be cheating in all these ways at the same fucking time. Okay? At the same time, you be cheating with a person, hiding your money, spending it on drugs. I know people who have been in these situations. Had a person cheating on them who they thought didn't do drugs, who was doing drugs, who was hiding their money, who was cheating on them with a friend. We all down the list. So you know they had this person in their mind, the drugs in their mind, the money in the mind, all this stuff they're hiding. They're cheating my friend out of her time and her truth. And of course, when she found out, she was devastated because she felt like she could have used her time somewhere else. That's what people have an issue with. It's not always what you're doing. You don't give a person an opportunity to move based on who you really are. You put up this fake motherfucking representative so that you could get these things that you want because you think you the fucking epicenter of the universe and it's okay to use motherfuckers. That's really what's going on here. If we just break it down into its basic facts, you're deceiving a person because you want something that you know you might not fucking get if you tell the truth. Okay, we'll be right back. Thank you for joining us for this episode of Chatting with Cass Allen. Today we're talking about cheaters in the context of being dishonest in order to gain and manage. We're talking about all the things that people do to try to gain an opportunity. Do you know people that delete the messages out of their phone before they go home, even though they're not actually physically with anyone, but they flirting with people in their phones, so they gotta delete the messages. Or you notice the people that suddenly got locks on their phone who didn't have locks on their phone before, because things have changed now. Someone else is in the picture and now they got to separate and compartmentalize. You understand what I'm talking about here? I know y'all do, the comprehension level. Okay. I try to keep it as simple as possible, but effective so that we can all understand each other. Cheating is not cute. You ever been in your bed laying down and you wake up in the middle of the night and your mate got their phone in their hand and that phone, you see the screens change, just like that? That's cheating. That's a form of cheating. You're lying. If you good with your mate and y'all good with all situations, there's no need to switch the screens on your phone. Even if you're having a private conversation with a friend that's innocent, you can tilt your phone, but switching your screens? Come on now. That's cheating. You're masking, you're being dishonest, you're pretending you're doing something else, you're pretending. You ever had anybody say, "Yeah, I'm on my phone playing games," and as you pass by, the game get flipped on, and you see the text message screen disappearing as the games are coming on? Y'all know what I'm talking about. That's why half you females out there go and look for your mate's phones. Cause y'all be like, "Nah, nigga, I just saw that." See, me personally, I have never gone in a person's phone. No one believes me, but I'm saying it on the air. Get your receipt right now. I've never been in a person's phone, and I've known some people have cheated. You understand me? But I personally feel if I'm not comfortable with you, I don't give a fuck what's in your phone. You and your phone can fucking go. You understand? We'll be right back. Thank you for joining us. Chatting with Cass Allen. This evening we're talking about cheaters. People who act dishonestly in order to gain advantages in situations. And the reason this topic came up for me personally was watching TV. I saw a movie and it caught my attention and I thought about cheating. I'm not going to mention the movie because I don't feel like giving them any free airtime. Even if it's whether if 5 people listen or 5 million, I don't feel like giving them the free airtime. But at the end of the day, we know there are a million movies out there that have scenes where people have infidelities, and I also was thinking about all the things that happened, the cheating with the person, the cheating in the mind, laying in the bed, thinking about somebody else, the hiding of the phone, the pretending to be talking to somebody else when the maid come in the room. There's so many ways that you can cheat in a situation where you end up in a jumble of just cheating, whether it is an affair or just betraying trust, you know. If I'm cheating someone out of the opportunity to know the truth, that's the bottom line. Even every lie is a cheat. It's a cheat of the truth, correct? You trade the truth for a lie. I had a conversation with someone recently where I said we all lie, and this person said, no, we don't. That's not true. And I beg to differ. And if there is a person on this earth that there's never, ever, 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 ever fucking lied, and not that we could prove it, I just don't believe it to be true. I believe in our youth we have lied. Mama asked you, did you do it? You know you did it. You know she gonna beat your ass. You say no. That's a lie. I don't give a fuck how old you are. Lies have nothing to do with age. So I did contest it, but I may be wrong. I'm on you. Like I tell people, I tend to stand with conviction. It's not because I think I'm right. It's just because I have passion. Y'all need to understand the difference. I'm always open to learn. I love it. I love education. I love enlightenment. I love getting people going and get the blood flowing in your damn veins. I've been noticing a lot of people sitting down and laying down a lot, which is so unhealthy. It's really had me thinking. We cheating ourselves out of the opportunity to live. I feel like we being conditioned to be these zombies that just sit still staring at these fucking lights and like the body is not flowing. You're cheating yourself out of the opportunity to enjoy a healthier life with more longevity. Even myself, I've seen people who cheated themselves out of time by just working nonstop, and they just literally, as in instantly, just drop dead doing the very thing that I'm speaking of, staring at the computer, being told the circulation ain't been good, so many things go wrong with the body. So, don't cheat yourselves, you cheat yourselves, which is something else we need to talk about. It's not just other people that you cheat out of things, you cheat yourself. Even when you are cheating other people, you're cheating yourself out of the truth too. What the fuck you so afraid of people finding out who you really are? That you got to put up such a big facade. If you like to have multiple mates, why you lying about that shit? Own that shit. I don't want to be in a serious relationship. I want to date. Just own the shit. If the person ain't with it, don't let them be with it. Why you gotta lie to get that pussy or that pee pee, whatever you chasing at that time? Why you gotta lie to get it? Come on, be confident in yourself. Stand up. Look them in the eye. Tell them your truth. Smile your best smile. Try to get it. And stop lying so fucking much, man. You be, and someone said to me recently, you'd be surprised how much people will accept when you tell them the truth. And it's the truth. Some of the wildest shit, some people actually be intrigued by that shit or fascinated by the fact that you do tell your truth when your story is a little deeper or juicier or more looked upon or even frowned upon than most stories. Some people will respect you for that. I have a friend that I'm always telling, I respect you a lot because even in the shit, tell the truth, even when it's muddled or might not look necessarily good for you, you say what happened. And I really like that about this person. So I know you know who you are because I say it to you all the time. Shout out to you for having that trait. And as I told this person, it's commendable because a lot of people don't have that trait, when it comes to speaking their truths. I'm not going to say this person tells the truth all the time because I don't believe that's the case. I believe there's some cheating going on with the words. But when the person gets to the truth, it's told in a way that I do admire because you can tell it's just a genuine tale and not a tale coming from a particular perspective of manipulation. And I said I can only aspire to that myself because we all cheat in some way. We cheat people out of things. We cavalierly, as I said earlier, we just lie about shit. People be like, "Are you busy?" And you're like, "Yeah, girl, I got a lot to do." And you ain't got shit to do. You just don't want to hang out. And you think this is gonna hurt that person's feelings instead of saying, "Girl, I just don't feel like hanging out." That's it. We cheat people out of things with the advantage that we're gaining, we don't want to we don't want to hear the earful. We think we don't want to see the person feel some kind of way, whatever it is, we start lying to people. We ain't picking up the phone. Girl, I was busy. Girl, I couldn't find my phone. This, that. You trying to gain that advantage of peace because you don't want to hear the shit your people got to say. But y'all get my point through all this conversation. Cheating comes in so many ways. And we need to start paying more attention to the truths that we do tell. So maybe we can have more authenticity singing in the vibrations of the earth. Everybody walking around with all these ruffles and shuffles of bullshit and cheating with people, money, friendships in their heads, time, etc., as we talked about, constantly having people react to us based on fucking lies. You telling people that you got three in one hand and three in the other hand. So they take three when they don't know that you only got one in the other hand and the other two are fucking fake. They would have taken two. You changed the dynamics, you changed the situations, you changed the outcomes with your bullshit. There was a time I used to keep everything in my fucking head because I ain't want to be in none of these goddamn situations. I didn't want to. So I kept it to myself. But now I felt, at some point as I got older and matured, that I was treating people out of the opportunity to know who I really was. Y'all calling me cool and quiet because I ain't saying shit, but I'm thinking. I got a fucking brain and I got a voice, and at some point as I aged, as many of us, I began to use it, to show who I believe myself to be, to share my thoughts, to allow people the opportunity to engage with me based on who I believe I am. And those are the key words because everybody believes different. As we know, who I believe I am is not who you believe I am because I know me so intimately. I may say I'm the sweetest, most giving in the world, but there may be 10 of you out there who may think I'm a selfish bitch from your experiences with me. So I'm trying to incorporate who I believe I am, because I can't sell that to y'all. I got people out here right now that are saying things about me which are horrendous that have nothing to do with who I am, but that's who they believe I am based on what they want to believe. I'm going to say it that way to be tactful. Um, but I'm not going to cheat myself out of who I am. And this is where we go to, like I said, cheating ourselves. Don't cheat yourself. Many of you cheat yourselves out of your own authentic experiences because you allow other people to dictate who you are. You let people shame you or tell you who you are. You're no good. You're nobody. You're weird. You're a this. You're a that. No, you are who you say you are. Don't let people dictate who you are based on their little experience with you. Stand strong on who you are. Don't cheat yourself out of your own experience or mold into those things. Don't let people browbeat you into believing their hype or become someone who's not you. Don't cheat yourself out of your own experience. Let's go to once a cheater, always a cheater. I personally don't believe in that. I believe that we all learn from experiences or can learn from experiences, and that's called growth, transformation. Sometimes we just have an epiphany on our own, which bursts us into a different ideology. I had that experience. Like I said, I was 16 or 15. I think I was 16, could have been 15. Not so important. But I kissed a girl and I liked it, and then I kissed another girl and liked it too and lied about it. I didn't take that persona on and say, okay, I did this, therefore I'm going to do it to other women. I didn't do it again. You know, like I said, me personally, I don't want to cheat people out of time. I don't want to cheat myself out of time. I know what it's like to be in these situations on both ends, becoming of as I am. And neither one were favorable for me. As I've aged, I've learned to avoid things that are not of a positive nature for me, and I don't want the karma of this. I want karma. I believe in karma every day. We all get karma every fucking day for everything we do. We put it out, it comes back. Good karma, bad karma, indifferent karma, blah, 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 blah. And I don't want, karma of this. I'm like I said, I've been the subject and the object. So, and I'm sure some of you out there having a ball doing this shit. Like I said, that's on you. I'm not bashing today. So there's no need to get in your feelings and talk your shit. I understand there are people out here who are cheating because they feel like they have to because they're in abusive relationships and this and that, and that they need comfort, this and that. I still say that's the worst because you let your ass get caught. You know, that's not a good thing. End up in some deadly situations, as we've all seen many fatalities, unfortunately. I encourage people to separate. I encourage people to own their truths. I have another friend who owns the truth so magnificently of the things that have been experienced in past times and is to be admired. Owns the truth of the drugs, the money, the infidelities. It's amazing to hear the stories. Um, I get so excited when I think about people as you hear me that own their truths. It's so many people out here cheating. It's sad, how much disregard we have for people. We'll be right back. Thank thank you for joining me for chatting with Cass Allen. We've been talking about cheaters, defined as people who act dishonestly in order to gain an advantage. Let's go back to the relationship cheating. People often cheat in relationships. Why? Take a second, think about it. Because they don't want to lose a person, correct? Wouldn't you all basically say that? You cheat and you don't tell your mate because you don't want to lose them. Because if you didn't mind losing them, you'd be like, yo, I guess what? I'm seeing somebody else, and you're gonna roll your dice and see what that person says, right? But you're not doing that because you like your situation the way it is. You have an advantage now, correct? Because you're doing something your mate doesn't know about. Am I wrong? And you're doing it because you don't want to mess up what you got going on, correct? You either hiding your phone or you tipping out or you lying about where you are or what you doing, right? Excuse me, I had to take a little pause and get a little beverage. I'm having my little cocktail too. It's non-alcoholic. It's hot tea with lemon and a little sugar, in case y'all wondering. Lipton black tea in my travel mug, chilling. We talking about cheaters, right? We're talking about cheaters. Cheaters are everywhere. You go to work, your multi-zillionaire boss paying you $12 an hour. You being cheated or what? I don't know. What y'all think? Y'all tell me what y'all think. Are you being cheated? You go to work and you ask to do an extra 15 minutes work here and there every week, no pay, you being cheated? We cheat people in every situation, right? I know somebody who was asked for help and offered to pay somebody a certain amount of money, said that's all they had. But every day that person spent the same amount of money ordering takeout that they were paying that person to work 8 hours a day. Is that cheating the person? There's so many ways. I'm having a little laugh on this. There's so many ways that people fuck with each other and cheat each other and bullshit each other. It's fucking ridiculous. I'll be the first to tell you I love life. I've always been a big buffoon type of life lover, like lay in the grass and stare at the clouds kind of life lover, stargazer ever since I was a kid. Thanks to my southern summers, thanks to my grandma's acreage. I've always been a wonder kid, a flower child, if you will. Um, and I've always been amazed by everything, not just the stars, the landscape, but all living creatures, including us. And sometimes I'm just so sad looking at the bullshit that we do, the things we do with our time. It's kind of fucked up. You basically you get dice rolled and you end up on this fucking board called life. It's like the games. You one of them little fucking characters you pick up to move around the board. You know, you keep rolling your dice in your life. You keep taking chances and seeing where you end up on that journey until you eventually get to the end of that game, you know, the end of your life. The fuck you doing? Why you going around the board? I mean, really think about that shit. Pass that message to people. You know, you on your game of life. What are you doing on the board, man? You don't get this shit back. This ain't them games where you keep your piece can keep going back to the beginning and starting over. Imagine yourself at 70 years old if you 40, 30. If you 60, imagine yourself at 80. And think about the things you're doing and how they're going to impact you later. Think about all the karma that's going to come back to you to balance out the laws of the earth. Think about it. Think about what's going to come back to you for the seeds that you sow. I'm being so fucking cavalier with this cheating shit. You don't get to do it over. Well, a few of you get a second chance, you lucky ones. But in general, you don't get to do this shit over. You cheat yourself out of time too. A lot of y'all really want to be with somebody else, but taking advantage of somebody that you staying with because they got this, that, and this. So you don't want to tell the truth because you don't want to lose your opportunity, your good thing, your setup. You comfy. You got everything you need. So you're gonna keep them while the person that really lights your fucking fire, you gonna meet up with once a week and give your soul. You gonna lay in the bed with this other motherfucker and smile for security. Hmm? Why? Who are you cheating? Go be with that middle class motherfucker. Leave Deep Pockets alone. So Deep Pockets can go find somebody that really loves Deep Pockets, man. Maybe if you be a real honest with Deep Pockets will still look out for you and keep your pockets with some fatty in there too. If that's what it's all about for you, especially if Deep Pockets telling you Deep Pockets want love. Y'all gotta stop fucking with people like that. It ain't right. People, they only get one chance too, not just your ass. They get one chance to go around the board and you fucking with their peace. That's not right. That's the lesson I learned when my ass got faced with the situation at a very young age. That ain't right. And thanks to my big mouth friend at the time, my truth came out. I was waiting for my girlfriend to put a hammer to my head. I think she was relieved. We'll be right back. Thanks for joining us for chatting with Cass Allen. Today we've been talking about cheaters. We were just talking about my experience. And as I said, when the lady I was talking to at the time found out I kissed another girl, I think she was relieved because she liked somebody else. And instantly we were apart. And it seems like a day later, maybe 4 hours, she was with this girl. You understand what I'm saying? So the truth made things better because she got to be with who she really wanted to be with. And the girl that really liked me got my ass. And I'm gonna laugh about it because she and I are still friends today. I'm not gonna reveal her. You know who you are. Cass, love you. I'll always love you. You're a wonderful friend. I thank God for you. You're my earth angel, as are many of you. We've been talking today about a lot of positions for cheating, as y'all know. I'm gonna start wrapping this up. Excuse me. Been talking about how people are conditioned to think cheating means sleeping with other people. So when you ask people, are they cheating on you? And they say no, most of the time they're lying. They're cheating on you right now with the lie by saying no. Because it'd be the people that sitting there at their desk, your mate, somebody else grinning at them, they grinning back. You understand what I'm saying? If you wasn't married and your mate grinning, instead of saying, yo, this is inappropriate, okay? You know what I'm saying? That's cheating. Just the fact that you this person, you done gave her your number at the job. She texting you. And you delete it before you come home because you don't want your wife to get mad. Why you don't want your wife to know who you really are? That's you. What's up? Don't cheat, people. Keep it real. There's somebody out here who gonna like you just the way you are. I just saw somebody on a show. He had a girlfriend and she wanted to get serious and he didn't. And he was very honest about it. He said he already accepted when she meets somebody she want to get honest about, he got to lose her. It made him sexy because he was in his truth. He wasn't lying, and she was still with him. You understand? She knew he was dating other women. I admired him because he didn't cheat her out of time. Her choice to stay with him now was her choice based on his truth. She couldn't say, "Oh, you ain't tell me about XYZ." He gave her the opportunity to engage with him based on the facts. And guess what? She chose to engage. Just like my friend said, you'll be surprised what people accept. She respected him, she loved him, and he told her the truth. They also had a friendship. And anything that he was thinking about other women wasn't cheating on her because he told her he wanted to date. He said, I'm young. I think this brother was about 22 years old. Only time I'm mentioning gender because I'm talking about a TV show. Y'all paying attention? Else I try to give anonymity. This young brother, and that's what I respected as well. He said, I'm young and I want to date and I want to enjoy myself. I think she was maybe 23, 21, something like that. They were very close in age. And she was looking for more. He said, absolutely not. Loved him, wanted to hug him. And that's how we closing this show. Talking about someone who chose to do the things that a lot of you are not doing. You know, he chose to tell the truth and not try to gain an advantage over this young lady and get some vagina based on her thinking that she's the only one when he has other women. He's still getting the booty and he told her the truth. So what y'all waiting for? Y'all been chatting with Cass Allen.